10 countries that truly pay to live there in 2026. Imagine stepping off a plane into a quiet valley surrounded by mountains, or a small village tucked between forests and lakes, or even a remote island where the ocean air is so pure you can smell the salt before you see the water. Now imagine that instead of worrying about the cost of building a life in this new place, someone hands you money. Not a loan you must repay. Not a tax deduction that takes years to feel. Not a complicated subsidy that disappears in bureaucracy. Real money paid directly, simply because you agreed to live there. This might sound like a dream, or maybe the kind of opportunity that appears only in myth, but it is real. Around the world, towns, regions, and sometimes entire governments are offering actual financial incentives for people willing to move into areas that desperately need population growth. The reason is simple. Many regions are emptying out. Young people leave for bigger cities. Families move away searching for career opportunities. Local schools close because there are not enough children. Businesses shut down because there are not enough customers. And the towns that remain begin to fade. Some villages have fewer residents now than they did 300 years ago. Some towns that once had 10,000 people now have 3,000. Some island communities fear that within 2 decades their entire population will vanish. For them, attracting new residents is not a luxury. It is a matter of survival. So they do the only thing that still works in a world full of competition. They offer money. Some places give monthly support. Others give large one-time payments. Others offer tens of thousands of euros for home renovations. Others pay families with children. Others pay entrepreneurs to bring business. And some places, the rarest and most surprising ones, offer amounts so high that they easily compete with a full year of salary. In this ranking, we are not simply listing places that offer incentives. We are ranking the 10 best regions in the world that truly pay you to live there in 2026. Not based on fame, not based on tourism, but based on the actual value of the incentive, the ease of qualifying, the long-term stability of the offer, and whether foreigners realistically have access to the program. Some of the countries at the bottom of the list offer modest support but great lifestyle. Others near the top give extraordinary incentives but require strong commitments. And the number 1 position offers the highest total payment combined with requirements that, compared to the reward, are surprisingly manageable. The number 1 location is so astonishing that it is hard to believe a government is willing to pay that much money for a new resident. But it is true, and the reveal comes at the end. Let us begin the full ranking of the countries that truly pay you to live there in 2026. Number 10, Denmark. Denmark opens this ranking because of its unique blend of stability, high quality of life, and financial support programs offered by several rural municipalities. While Denmark does not hand out free cash in the form of unconditional bonuses, it does offer financial incentives that can significantly reduce the cost of living for newcomers. These incentives appear in many forms, from relocation support to business grants. Certain rural municipalities in Denmark, especially in regions losing young workers, provide relocation assistance programs that can reach between $3,000 and $5,000. These programs help pay for moving expenses, initial housing costs, and other expenses faced by families relocating from abroad. Some towns also offer tax reductions for new residents or young families, essentially creating indirect financial incentives that last for several years. In addition to these programs, Denmark offers grants for professionals in high-demand areas. Teachers, nurses, engineers, and agricultural specialists can sometimes qualify for additional relocation bonuses. Entrepreneurs relocating to certain rural regions may gain access to business development grants that reach several $1,000s. To qualify for most Danish programs, the requirements are straightforward. You must relocate to a participating municipality, register your address, and in many cases secure a job in a needed field or commit to a small business initiative. Denmark ranks 10th because the incentives, while real and helpful, are not direct cash gifts for simply living there. They are tied to work, relocation expenses, or business development. However, the stability, safety, and high quality of life in Denmark make it one of the most appealing destinations for people seeking long-term relocation, supported by legitimate financial assistance. Number 9, New Zealand. New Zealand appears in 9th place because of its active relocation support programs, designed to help fill worker shortages in rural and semi-rural communities. While these programs do not offer massive sums, they can cover meaningful parts of the relocation journey. Some regions offer assistance worth between $3,000 and $10,000 to help with flights, housing deposits, or settlement costs for new residents who move to specific communities. New Zealand is facing shortages in fields such as healthcare, engineering, education, construction, and agricultural technology. To address these gaps, regional councils sometimes offer financial incentives to workers willing to relocate from overseas. Entrepreneurs who bring business into smaller towns can also access grants from economic development groups. These grants can surpass $20,000 for eligible projects that promise job creation or community impact. Life in New Zealand is often described as peaceful, clean, and deeply connected to nature. Rolling green hills, mountains, beaches, and lakes surround nearly every region. For families seeking safety, outdoor living, and a slower pace, New Zealand is one of the world's top destinations. The requirements for relocation incentives vary. Most require proof of employment in a shortage field. Others require commitment to living in a designated region for at least 2 or 3 years. Because these incentives are tied to job shortages or business development, they are not accessible to everyone, which is why New Zealand ranks 9th. The incentives are real, meaningful, and helpful, but not universal. Number 8. Chile holds the 8th position thanks to Startup Chile, one of the most globally recognized entrepreneurship programs that pays foreigners to come and build their businesses. Unlike many relocation incentives that require buying a home or committing to renovation, Chile's program is centered around innovation and entrepreneurship. Startup Chile provides funding that ranges from $14,000 to $40,000, depending on the stage of the startup. These funds are used to help entrepreneurs relocate, develop their business, hire local talent, and integrate into the Chilean economy. Thousands of entrepreneurs from Europe, North America, Asia, and Africa have already taken advantage of this opportunity. Participants must live in Chile for the duration of the program, usually 6 to 12 months, though many choose to stay longer. The program provides much more than money. It offers workspaces, mentoring, business training, legal guidance, networking, and sometimes even visa support. Chile has positioned itself as one of Latin America's strongest economic hubs, and Startup Chile plays a big role in attracting global talent. To qualify, applicants must submit a strong business proposal with evidence of innovation and scalability. The program is competitive, which limits accessibility. Because of this, Chile ranks 8th. The incentives are real and can be life-changing, but they apply only to entrepreneurs, not to the general public. Number 7. Greece. Greece appears at number 7 because of the financial incentives offered by several remote islands that are struggling with population decline. Many islands in the Aegean and Ionian Seas have fewer residents today than at any point in the last century. To reverse this trend, local governments and religious institutions offer financial support to new families willing to settle long-term. Some Greek islands provide monthly payments of around €400 for up to 3 years. This totals approximately €14,400 over the incentive period. Additionally, certain islands offer free housing through government-owned homes or subsidized rental agreements arranged with local property owners. Some islands also provide reduced utility costs for families with children. The lifestyle in these places is idyllic. Blue seas, traditional stone homes, charming small harbors, olive groves, and quiet evenings define daily life. For many people, this lifestyle alone would be enough incentive to move. The added financial support simply makes the decision easier. The requirements vary by island. Many require a commitment of at least 5 years. Others require families with children, as the goal is to keep local schools open. Some request participation in community activities or small local professions. The reason Greece ranks 7th is not because the lifestyle is lacking, but because the total financial incentive, while helpful, is modest compared to the massive payments offered in the top positions. Number 6, Ireland. Ireland ranks 6th for its incredibly generous home renovation grant program available in remote island communities. These islands have numerous abandoned stone houses that are structurally sound but require extensive restoration. To encourage new residents to purchase and restore these homes, the Irish government provides grants that can reach up to €84,000. The program works in 2 levels. The first level provides up to €50,000 for renovating a home that is still structurally intact. The second level provides up to €84,000 if the building is considered derelict. These funds must be used specifically for renovation work, making the home habitable once again. The requirement is straightforward. Applicants must purchase a qualifying property on one of the eligible islands, submit renovation plans, and live in the home once the restoration is complete. The commitment is real, as many of these homes require months of work. But the reward is substantial. Imagine owning a stone cottage on an Irish island with the government covering tens of thousands of euros in renovation expenses. Ireland ranks 6th because the financial support is extremely high, but it is tied to home restoration rather than a free cash payment. It is a dream opportunity for people wanting to restore a historic home, but the obligation is significant, keeping it from rising higher on the list. Number 5, Rubia, Spain. Rubia, a small village in Galicia in northern Spain, earns the 5th position because it offers direct cash payments for new residents, without requiring home purchases or renovations. The incentives usually range between €2,000 and €6,000 depending on family size, number of children, and local program availability. Rubia is surrounded by mountains, forests, and clean air. Life moves slowly, food is excellent, and the cost of living is low. The town has been losing residents for years, so the local government created a straightforward incentive. Move in, register, and stay for the required duration, and you receive the payment. Requirements are minimal compared to other programs. You must become a resident and live in the town for a set period. Families with children often receive higher payments. Rubia ranks 5th because the incentives are easy to obtain and direct, but the amounts are significantly smaller than the top positions where the government offers tens of thousands. Number 4, Sardinia. Italy. Sardinia takes 4th place thanks to its regional incentive program offering up to €15,000 for people who move into its rural towns and purchase a home. Sardinia is known for its white sand beaches, turquoise water, rocky cliffs, and a lifestyle based on sunshine and simplicity. The incentive must be used to purchase or renovate a home. The requirements include establishing residency and using the purchased home as the primary residence. Applicants must move within a specific time frame and commit to living in the region long term. Sardinia ranks 4th because the incentive is meaningful and accessible, offering one of the best lifestyle experiences in Europe while providing real financial help. And now the top 3. Number 3, Prisix Aquarica. Italy. In the beautiful Puglia region of Italy, Prisix Aquarica offers one of the most attractive incentives in Europe. The town pays up to €30,000 to new residents who purchase a home and move into the community. The incentive is divided into funds for purchasing the property and funds for renovating it if necessary. Prisix Aquarica is known for sunny weather, olive groves, and warm community life. Many houses in the historic center are abandoned or underused, prompting the local government to create this incentive program to restore life and activity to the area. To qualify, applicants must purchase a house priced at approximately €50,000 or more, depending on the property. The incentive helps cover up to half of the total cost. Residents must live full-time in the town and commit to using the home as their primary residence. This program ranks third because it offers a large amount of money and is open to foreigners, but it requires property investment and renovation responsibilities, making it slightly more demanding than the top two. Number 2. Calabria. Italy. Calabria earns second place because of its famous program offering up to 28,000 euros for new residents willing to live in villages with populations under 2,000 people. The payments can be delivered either as a lump sum or as a monthly amount over several years, depending on the village. To qualify, applicants must be under a certain age, usually under 40 or 45, and they must either bring a remote job or start a small business. The intention is to stimulate local economies and prevent the collapse of small southern Italian communities. Calabria offers an incredible lifestyle with dramatic coastlines, mountain views, friendly locals, and extremely low cost of living. Houses can be purchased for prices far lower than in other parts of Italy. The program is open to foreigners, which makes it especially appealing. Calabria ranks second because the incentives are substantial and relatively easy to access. However, the number 1 place surpasses it with even higher payments and surprisingly manageable requirements. Number 1. The number 1 spot goes to a place with the highest direct payment of any relocation program in the world. The incentive here is extraordinary. A family of 4 can receive a total payment of 70,000 euros. Adults receive approximately euro 23,000 each, and children receive approximately 9,000 euros each. This region offers direct cash payments purely for establishing residency in a small mountain village. The environment is breathtaking, with high peaks, lush forests, and some of the cleanest air in Europe. The crime rate is nearly zero. The quality of life is exceptional, and the incentive is offered through official local government programs. The requirements include being under 45 years old, purchasing or building a home in the village, and committing to living there for at least 10 years. While buying a home is required, property prices are far lower than in major cities, making the commitment reasonable for most applicants. This program surpasses all others not only because of the total monetary value, but because foreigners are welcome to apply and the lifestyle offered is extraordinary. It combines the largest cash incentive with a realistic path to acceptance and a setting so beautiful that many people would gladly move there even without financial support. The number 1 country that truly pays you to live there in 2026 is Alban in Switzerland. These 10 locations demonstrate a global reality that is easy to overlook. While many people search for opportunities in crowded cities, countless towns around the world are fighting to survive. They offer money, support, and open doors to anyone willing to help bring life back into their communities. Some offer small bonuses. Others offer life-changing sums. Some require buying a house. Others simply want you to stay. But all share the same hope, that new residents will bring new life. If you enjoyed this ranking and want more videos about relocation, global opportunities, financial strategies, and hidden places that offer real advantages, make sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel, follow for more, and activate the notification bell. And tell me in the comments which of these places you would move to and why. See you in the next video.